you. Elaine Tinker, nice to meet you. I'm here to see Denis.
Okay, so what I want to do with you right now is grab your coat, and then I'm going to have you change into something more comfortable, and then bring you back out to Denis and start your treatment.
Okay, works for me.
All right. Hi.
Denis?
Yes.
Tinker, nice to meet
Elaine,
you.
nice meeting you. How are you feeling today?
Let's go 1 to 10. I'm about a 5 today.
About a 5?
Yeah, that's a good day for me.
And where do you normally feel the pain? Like, where is that 5 located right now?
My lower back.
Right in the lower back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, more so on the right side.
Yep, I read your file, and let's go back, and what we'll do is we'll kind of figure out where this is all coming from. You know where it ends up, but you haven't got a clue where it's coming from. So we're going to find out where it's coming from.
Okay.
Now, do you normally walk the way you're walking now, kind of in a guarded fashion because you're always feeling pain?
I do. I never thought of it as walking in a guarded fashion before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that really compounds the entire process. So let's have you come in here. We're going to go right in here. And I'll just have you sit right there on the bench, and I'm just going to ask you a bunch of questions here.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, what we're going to do right now is test to see, is your nervous system sending the right amount of electrical energy to your body to allow the muscles to do what they're supposed to do.
Okay.
They're supposed to act as a shock absorber. Yours are not acting as a shock absorber. So we need to figure out why. Okay? So this is like an external EMG, not an internal, but an external.
I'm ready.
The muscles are the outward expression of the nervous system. Okay? This is not a strength test. You could be the strongest person in the world and fail, or the weakest person in the world and pass. Okay? So it has nothing to do with strength. So I'm going to raise this leg up, tilt your toes back like that. You push up, I'm going to push down. You just resist as I push down. You resist. Good. See how you were able to resist? Mm-hmm. That's all I'm looking for. Okay? Raise this one up. You push up, I'm going to push down. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing with just a slight arch in your back. So arch your back just a little bit. You push up, I'm going to push down. Nothing.
Oh, jeez.
See the difference?
Yeah.
It's instantaneous. And what that means is that when you're sitting like you have been sitting, you cannot absorb force at all, and that's exactly what you're feeling right now. Okay, so arch your back and push up. Nothing.
My goodness.
Yeah. So I now need to see, can you absorb force coming from the ground up? So what I'm going to do, remember how strong you were when you were just laying flat? Okay, so raise your leg up. You're nice and strong. See how strong you are? Okay. I'm going to mimic you walking. Now resist. Good. So we know that you can absorb force coming from the ground up. Here. Okay. Now we're going over here. Same thing. Push up. Now let me show you how dynamic what we just found out is. And I believe right now that that is part and parcel of the biggest problem that you have. Is your ankle.
Okay.
Crazy as that sounds. So put your arm out like that. You pull back on your arm like that. See how strong you are right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Keep your arm right there.
Okay.
You're now walking up and down the stairs.
Ouch.
Resist.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me do it again.
Resist.
Oh, my goodness.
Resist.
I can't. Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow, that's amazing.
Now, well, it's not amazing if you look at it this way. Let's say that you're a television set, and if you have a short in the TV, does it work?
No.
Does it make any difference at all where the short is? No. Your body's the same way. There's your short.
Wow.
Now, because there's 2 places in the human anatomy where muscle does not cross a joint, one of them is right here. The other one is called the tibia-fibula area. So when you sprain an ankle, you stretch the ligament that's holding that joint together. When you do that, you create an electrical short. Now, you've got an unstable joint that can't transmit information to your muscles. Sooner or later, you're going to have a muscle problem. Because your muscles can't absorb that force if they don't know when to turn on and when to turn off. Now what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to support that joint with a piece of tape. And I've done this for thousands of different athletes, and we've done a lot of studies on this. That is probably the #1 reason we have hamstring injuries, knee injuries, and back injuries is ankles.
Wow.
Now, so what I'm going to do is just stabilize that joint to the best of my ability here by just putting a piece of tape there. And when I put that piece of tape there, we'll test again to see if we see a dynamic difference. I believe we probably will. And this is something you're going to need to wear for about 6 weeks, because it takes 6 weeks for the joint to basically hold that position. All right, now let's see if we see the difference. So I'm going to raise this leg up, arch your back.
Wow.
Put your arm out, push back.
Okay.
See a difference?
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. And all that we did is we just found that this is a short. So it's not sending the right information up to your body. So now your body is getting the right information and you're in balance. So I can check you, arch your back. Remember how weak you were before? Relax. Arch your back. So now you're in balance. So now let's go find out where the actual problem is coming from. So I'm going to have you roll over on your tummy. We'll put a clean sheet of paper on here for you.
Oh, one thing I didn't tell you, when I roll on my tummy
Yeah?
and raise up, I kind of go numb from the lower back down.
Well, let's see if you do.
So, FYI.
My guess is you won't, but let's see if you do.
Okay. Tell me what you want me to do.
Okay, you just lay there and let me go to work. Okay, now, on a scale of 1 to 10, what you're feeling right now is what?
It's probably a 4 right here.
A 4, right there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is less than what I came in with.
correct. Yeah, you noticed that already. Okay, so now, what we're going to do is a technique that we call cellular disruption location. So all I'm looking for now is a place where the cells are no longer communicating back and forth. They're walled off by scar tissue. In other words, where the neurological reason for you experiencing pain is over here, okay? So I'm just going to basically put a couple of electrodes on. I'm going to anchor one of them. And we'll anchor it right there. And I'm going to take the other electrode and we're going to put it right on the spot that bothers you.
Okay.
All right, so there we go, right there.
Okay.
Now I'm going to turn the power up to where I can read your body. And as I turn the power up, give me numbers of sensation. It will not hurt, but it'll be intense. So 10 would be incredibly intense, okay? Just breathe through your nose and relax. Under no conditions can this ever harm you, okay? But I need to get this up to where I can read your body and find out exactly where all this stuff is coming from, because I can almost guarantee you it's not where you think it is. So here we go. And tell me when you first start feeling it coming in.
Ow. No,
Just relax.
it was not an ow, I just said.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say intensity-wise that is?
A 2.
Okay, good. Okay, so we'll use that number as an example. As I move this pad, tell me if it increases or decreases. That decrease or increase?
Decrease.
Decrease?
Yes.
Okay. And as I come across over here,
Oh.
decrease or increase?
And it tickles. It's about the same intensity.
Okay. And as I come over here,
Oh, yeah. That's a little more.
what number would that be?
Well, that one's going down.
Yep. What number would that intensity be?
That's like a 6, 5.5, 6.
Okay. Okay. Tell me when it gets higher. How about this one?
Yeah, that's higher. It's like a 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me when it gets higher. How about there?
Well,
Yes.
once it's on there, it's not. It doesn't feel as intense.
Right. So give me a number.
Maybe a 5. Whoa,
Okay.
whoa. Stuff
Just relax.
happening.
Just relax. How about there?
That's like a 7.
7. So this is the most so far. Is that right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. This is quite a ways away from over here.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Yep.
Okay. Do you think I'd be very successful if I treated you over here?
Nope.
You're correct. I would not. So what we're going to do is we're going to anchor this pad right here. Get it done. Now we're going to take this one and we're going to move it right back to where we originally started the other one, which is right about there, right?
Right.
Now I'm going to turn it up to the same level that I just had it at, and you tell me if it's more or less, okay?
Okay.
We know that,
And it didn't hurt. It's just
right, it's just intensity,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's the way it's supposed to be. Okay, now let's have you stand up. Do, 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 do. Okay.
Who knows?
All right.
Okay.
Good. Now, I want you to put your feet straight ahead. Does that look straight to you?
Look straight to me.
It does?
Yeah.
Really? Ah, there! Now that looks like a duck. Is that the straight?
That's straight to me.
Come on.
What's uncomfortable with my knees?
Exactly. Yet, when you look down, is that straight?
When I look down, that's straight.
Okay. But in your mind, that feels very uncomfortable, doesn't it?
Yes.
What did you just find out? The way you're supposed to be standing feels uncomfortable. So you're not going to do it, are you?
Well, if it's going to make me better, I'll do it.
No. I'm talking about the past. Before you ever heard about it, you went out to this wide stance because it felt better.
Right.
Right? Okay, let's have you sit down.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
New straightness.
With your new straightness. Now push your feet into the ground and stand up without leaning forward. Just push your feet into the ground. Atta girl. What'd you feel in your back?
Nothing.
Okay. When's the last time you got out of a chair without feeling anything in your back?
Don't remember.
Exactly. Why? Because you used to sit like this. And you sat like this.
Right.
Okay, so if you're a machine and your gears are like this, and this is how the machine works, right?
Right.
If all of a sudden I decide to move the gears over to here, is the machine going to work?
No, you've got trouble.
Your gears have not been working correctly. Okay, so let's have you sit back down.
Okay. Oops,
Excellent.
I leaned forward, though.
You did just a little bit, but much, much better. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to have you do things that you normally could not do without pain. So if I really wanted to accelerate the feeling of pain in your back, I'd probably have you bend forward. Would that be correct?
Yeah.
Or back bend?
Or have me sit here without moving for 5 minutes.
Okay,
Do it.
well, we're going to definitely move. And so what I want to do now is I want to document all this. And we'll go over to my paperwork here. Okay, and I'm going to turn the power up to a low intensity, and I want you to stand up and sit down 5 times. Okay?
Without leaning forward.
Without
And without
leaning
duck feet.
forward. Without duck feet and without leaning forward.
Okay.
That is 100% correct. Just relax. Okay, now stand up and sit down 5 times. Atta girl, that's 1.
I
2.
notice I have to put my head up to do this right.
You don't need to, just look straight ahead. Perfect. 3. 4.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah, I bet you do. 5. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you feel in your back?
I don't. I mean, other than the little electrodes.
The little
right? I mean,
electrodes.
I don't
Yep.
feel stress or pain in my back.
Perfect. Very good. All right, so I just got to document all this here. Okay, so now we're going to go up a little bit higher.
Okay. More power.
More power. More power to you. The more you take, the faster you heal. Cannot physically harm you in any way humanly possible. The thing that you didn't do in the other doctor's office is you didn't move. And because you don't move, the muscle does this. Now, the way that we traditionally do soft tissue therapy in most doctors' offices is they'll turn the power up, You talked about the electrical stim that you went through earlier. They would turn the power up and it would get strong and then turn it down a little bit and just have you sit there, right? Okay. Now, have you ever had a leg cramp?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Have to move it.
Did you want to keep that leg cramp?
No.
Did you want to kind of get rid of that leg cramp as fast as possible?
Absolutely.
So what's the first thing you did? You tried to lengthen your muscle, right? Okay. Unfortunately,
Massage.
exactly. Unfortunately, the tool that they were using would not allow that to happen. So you stayed in a leg cramp or a back cramp for 25 to 30 minutes.
True.
Does that make any logical sense to you?
Apparently not.
No. So what we're doing is we're bringing the power up. Your brain says, whoa, stop. And then I'm going to have you move. So I can see you move. And more importantly, you can see yourself move without pain. Okay, here we go.
No duck feet.
No duck feet. Duck feet are not allowed. Beautiful job.
Yeah, in fact, it doesn't hurt. It kind of has a burning sensation to me. Just like the little needles.
Beautiful. Okay, now let's have you stand up.
So how far up was that?
21.
Mr.
Got to 21.
600.
You got to 21. That's very good for your first time. Seriously, it really is. Okay, spin around. Now, it's going to be hard for you. I just need to take these electrodes off. It's going to be hard for you to believe that by your fourth session at home on the internet, you're going to be at 100. And then after that, then you'll be at 100 from that point forward. So right now, what I'm going to do is just to demonstrate to you, when you walked in, you were a 5 or a 6, okay? So what I want you to do is just walk around a little bit and tell me what you feel.
Okay.
I saw how she walked coming in, so what I want you to do is just walk down there. Beautiful. When's the last time you walked freely like that?
I don't know.
Been a long, long time.